Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. Today Apple released iOS 26.4 Beta 2 that I have here on my 17 Pro Max to show you all the new changes. So without further ado, let's jump in. Starting with the update size and build number on the 17 Pro Max, it was 1.38 gigabytes and the build number is 23E5218E. And now let's take a look at the new features. The first app to talk about is Safari, and here I'm going to show you two new changes. When you go to the tab switcher, you will notice that the search bar that we have at the top that we used to reveal by swiping down got replaced with a button at the top right corner, and when you tap on it, the search bar appears on top of the keyboard instead of showing at the top of the page like before. The second change is the better text rendering. When it comes to the carousel at the bottom, you will notice here that the word private is a lot more readable in 26.4 Beta 2, which wasn't the case before. When it overlaps with other colorful items on the screen, it becomes barely readable, but Apple did fix this problem with Beta 2. In the Reminders app, we got one new change. Now we have a separate folder for the urgent reminders, which never been the case before, even though I have the same exact urgent reminder on both devices, but only in 26.4 Beta 2, I have this separate folder. In the Freeform app, we got the brand new Content Hub we initially saw in Beta 1 as per the screenshot you see right now on the screen. But after installing Beta 2, we have a completely different design with a lot more content that you can use in your projects. At the top, we have multiple tabs. The first one is called Discover, and here you can get tons of different options to add. And when you tap on any of them, it will immediately download it and add it to your project. Then we have another tab called Photos. Then we have Graphics, Backgrounds, and finally the same Shapes tab that we used to have before. And you will notice here that we also have this new Generate Image button under the Backgrounds, Photos, and Discover. When you tap on Generate Image, it will show you this pop-up window. When you tap on Continue, it will ask you to download an app called Creator Studio, which is a paid app. And when you hit See All Plans, you will see the monthly and annual subscriptions. Here we have 50 dirhams per month or 499 dirhams per year. And we have two other plans for the education. But the problem is when I try to accept the free trial, it doesn't do anything. It loads without giving me the option to continue. And here you can know more about the new Creator Studio app, which seems to be in the works. In the Notification Center, we got a nice feature. If you have a group of notifications that require a lot of scrolling, you will see the show less and the clear buttons at the end of the group as well, not only at the top. And this will make it easier for you to collapse the group one more time instead of scrolling back up to the same place. And here is another example from Apple Mail. I have the same show less button here as well. But this doesn't happen if the group does not require a lot of scrolling. It only happens with the long ones. In the home screen and the control center, we got some tweaks to Liquid Glass. When you try to edit your home screen, you will see a lot more translucent card with iOS 26.4 Beta 2. And when you also go to the control center and expand any of the Bluetooth or Wi-Fi options, you will see that the card is now darker to make the text easier to read. In the App Store, we got a minor visual tweak. When you go to the account page, you will see that the text is now left aligned with a brand new icon next to Apple account. And you will see this new icon in pretty much all apps. Plus, the Games app now matches the App Store in the search design. Now the search button is merged with the other buttons in the same container, and the search bar is now showing at the top instead of the bottom. And we've seen those two changes with the App Store in Beta 1. Let me also show you a minor visual tweak in the lock screen that we got with Beta 1, but I missed to mention in my previous video. When you try to add a new wallpaper, you will see here that all the buttons at the top are not as reflective as the previous versions of iOS 26. They are more blacked out. On a side note, if you like my wallpapers, you can download all of them through my Patreon's page, and here are the latest wallpapers added to the collection. Let me tell you that most of them work with iOS depth effect, which will make your lock screen look stunning. So if you want to give it a try, you will find the link in the description. And now let's get back to iOS 26.4 Beta 2. Now let's talk about all the new changes under settings. The first one can be found under accessibility and then display and text size. We have a new toggle called Reduce Highlighting Effects. I didn't notice any difference in the UI elements reflections with or without the feature, so maybe it's broken or it's meant for something else. And under messages, if you have the RCS messaging feature available, which is not the case for me, you should be able to enable the end-to-end encryption with Android devices with iOS 26.4 Beta 2. So these are all the new changes I wanted to show you in this build. Now let's talk about my experience with the performance and the stability. I can immediately tell you that iOS 26.4 Beta 1 is more stable than this build because I spotted a common behavior when I open any app that fetches data from the internet, like the App Store for example. It takes a very long time to show you the information on the screen, and you can immediately notice how much time it takes to just load the initial page, and the same applies to the search. And it doesn't only happen with the Play Store. You will find the same behavior with the Games app, for example. As you see, I have this black screen for about 4 or 5 seconds before showing me any content, and the same applies to all other pages. So you will come across this behavior with a lot of apps, even Apple Music and so on and so forth. Plus, I came across some rendering issues while filming the video. Sometimes the buttons don't respond, sometimes they appear in weird places or overlap on top of each other. So you need to keep that in mind before installing Beta 2. And when it comes to Geekbench 6 scores, I got 10,017 for the multi-core and 3,844 for the single core, which is about the same as the previous versions, but the numbers don't reflect the real performance I'm getting now with Beta 2. So that's pretty much it for today. That's everything you need to know about iOS 26.4 Beta 2. Please let me know in the comments if I missed anything. But for now, thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next video.